I used to be a medical lab rat. That's what I did for money. I did medical studies. But it was kind of exciting, you know, because every medical study I did, it increased the chances that my girlfriend would give birth to an XMen. They'd call me, they're like, will you take an untested schizophrenia medication? I'm like, yes, I will, because I want Wolverine. My favorite X-Men is Professor Xavier, because he is in a wheelchair, but he can move things with his mind. But here's what I never understood. If you can move a huge building with your mind, shouldn't you be able to move your legs with your mind? I think the old man was just faking it for a disability check. And in the new X-Men movie, there's a character, and his ability is to adapt. Like if he puts his head underwater, he grows gills, which is amazing. But he's black in 1962 America. If you can grow gills, you should be able to not be black in 1962. Adapt. Like that should be your first adaptation, obviously. At one point in the movie, the guy has bulletproof skin. I'm like, dude, you wouldn't need that if you were just white. That's being bulletproof all the time. I'm adopted. I am. I was put up for adoption at birth. So I've never met my biological mother. I don't know what she does for a living, and that makes it really hard to enjoy a lap dance. It does. Some guys want some gorgeous stripper. I just want a lady that doesn't have my fucking nose. That's all I'm looking for. Because people always say, oh, Bobby, you should try to meet her. Have you tried to meet her? Like what? Like I'm going to find out the miracle of my conception. And she's just gonna sit me down and be like, well, Bobby, what happened was we were in the forest and it was a long night and we only had 3 condoms, but there were 4 guys. And your dad drew the short straw. I didn't know his name. We just called him Clown Mask. Clown Mask? Oh my God, maybe that's why I'm a comedian. Like, being adopted, you just feel so lost. It's just an empty hole. Oh, shut the fuck up. If it wasn't for that empty hole, none of you would have laughed in the last 20 minutes. Bobby isn't even my name. That's the name my adopted family gave me. The name my biological mother gave me was, oh my God, look what you did to my pussy! Oh my God, I never want to see you again! Which confused me at the time, because I thought that was a girl's name. I have a buddy who's 34, he's broke, lives in a basement apartment, and he just confided to me that his mom was abusive. So I was trying to be a good friend. I was like, oh, how was she abusive? And he told me when he was 18, she told him, you'll never amount to anything. And I was like, that's awful, but kind of amazing that your mom was abusive, but also psychic. Like, what are the odds she'd be both? Did she beat you with her crystal ball? After my adopted mom died, sad yes, but funny coming. It was really hard dating because every girl I'd meet would be like 20, but no life experience. So I remember I'm on this date, and this girl's like, oh, what do your parents do? And I consider my adopted parents my parents, so I'm like, oh, well, my dad's a carpenter and my mom died. And then she freaks out. She's like, oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm like, no, it's fine. I'm okay. We'll just talk about something else. She's like, no, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Like this girl said, I'm sorry so many times, I thought she had something to do with my mother's death. So I went to this grief support group, and it was just me and all these 30-year-old women who cried while I stood there awkwardly. And I remember one of them said, to feel closer to her mom, what she did was she wore her clothing. And I was like, look, I'm glad that works for you, but I'm a dude, and I'm not allowed to do that. Like, imagine if I was just prancing around in one of her dresses, and you were like, Bobby, why are you wearing a dress? What am I gonna say? It's my dead mom's! Like, that's the creepiest thing I can imagine saying. Usually my real doll wears it, but she's in the wash. It's an important dress. She was buried in it. After I die, I want my Facebook profile left up. But I want my profile picture to be of my dead body. And then every 6 months, they're gonna dig me up, take a new picture, and update the profile. Then I'll have cool statuses like, Bobby's not liking his new home. And Bobby thought his basement apartment sucked. Like, when I'm off meds, I have weird bursts of rage. I was on a train platform, and I'm reading a book, and I bump into a lady accidentally, and then she freaks out. She's like, excuse me! And I was trying to be a nice guy. I'm like, oh, what's going on? She's like, no, you should have said excuse me before you bumped into me! And you have to understand, when someone annoys me, I want revenge. And right as she said that, there was a train coming. And all I wanted to do was jump in front of the train and then look her in the eyes and be like, you know, lady, this is all your fucking fault. And then, as the train got even closer to me, I wanted to mock her and look at the train and then look at her and then look at the train and be like, excuse me! And then die. That would be amazing. You guys would read that news story 3 times and be like, that guy took that joke pretty fucking far. That is impressive. I had a friend die in a car accident, and at the accident site, they put up one of those little white crosses. And I feel guilty, but my friend was a huge racist, so in his honor, I lit the cross on fire. But you have to understand, it's what he would have wanted. If you knew him, you'd get it. I was walking down the street, and this lady bends over in front of me. And on her lower back, she has a tattoo, and it says, R.I.P. Mom. Her lower back. And I think we can all agree, you know, it's a good thing to try to remember somebody, but I think we can also all agree it's a bad thing to get an in memoriam cum target. Like, can we agree on that? Imagine the guy that's trying to fuck this lady from behind. How does he go about that? Like, well, come on, sweetie, it's almost Mother's Day. In her memory. All right, we're losing some of you. Come back.